Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Good. How are you? Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing today? How's your weekend?
Good, yeah. Wait, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you good.
Okay. It's been pretty good. I mean, yesterday I went to Disney with my friends like all day, so
Oh,
kind of just like taking a more chill day today and then gonna call my mom for Mother's Day.
yeah.
What about
Okay.
you?
Yeah, we just finished shopping actually at Costco, and we just came
Oh,
back, and then there
mm,
was like so many flowers, like people shopping for Mother's Day, and everything. Um,
yeah.
Disneyland or Disney World?
Disneyland, just in Anaheim.
Oh, in Anaheim. Okay, so that's like close
Yeah.
by. I live around 10 to 15 minutes away.
Oh wow. Wait, yeah. I think I mentioned, but I go to UCLA, but I'm from Orange County. If you know Yorba Belinda, it's pretty close to Anaheim.
Yeah, you're Belinda. I go there from time to time.
Mm.
Oh, so so your family is around your Belinda, Garden Grove area, or Orange
Yeah.
County?
Yorba Belinda, yeah.
Oh, you're Belinda. Okay.
Hmm.
Oh, from your last name, I assume you're Chinese, or
Hmm.
okay, I'm Chinese too. Are you able to speak any Mandarin or Cantonese?
Um, Not too well. My family speaks both Mandarin and Cantonese. I did take like Mandarin lessons when I was younger, but I typically
Hmm.
just speak English at home, like to my parents. But I do go back to China, like every other year to see family.
Okay, that's awesome. What was the last time you went back to China?
Um, I think, oh, actually, this past winter, my family did, like, we visited family in China, and then we also went to Japan to snowboard. So, yeah.
Wow, that sounds exciting. I went to China too with my mom and her friends back
Yeah.
in October of
Mm,
last year. Went to a couple places as well.
I see. Do you go back a lot?
This is actually like my 10th year back.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah.
Okay.
Like I haven't been back from 10 years ago. So 2016 or
Hmm.
2015, 2016, that was my last time back to China.
I see. Wow. So it's been some time.
Yeah, I know, I know. For you, you go back often. I haven't been back. I feel like it's a lot of change, a lot of shifts.
Yeah.
But yeah, just kind of getting to know you a little bit. I know we spoke through Instagram a little bit, Emily, and
Hmm.
I reached out through you about like the opportunity. So I wanted to kind of
Hmm.
like understand why did you want to sit down and learn more about the opportunity that I mentioned to you.
Yeah. I mean, I think, well, before I like uh, do any work or like agree on anything, I like to just learn a lot about the opportunity given at hand, like the details, the concrete work itself. I think like the description was pretty vague, so just trying to get more of an understanding of what exactly you do and like your business and the opportunities you were mentioning. Um, just like all of that. Basically, just getting more details and like
Mhm.
the actual work itself, I guess.
Like more specific. Is that correct?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's because like when we text back and forth, I feel like it's just we're gonna use a lot of time. I think
Yeah.
a Zoom meeting, just getting to know each other a little bit better. That's why like I ask
Hmm.
questions, you can ask me questions because like
Hmm.
I feel like a lot of things is based off trust. So you
Yeah.
gotta know the other person should know about you, right?
Yeah.
And then after that, I'll definitely share like more about like the business opportunity and specifics about like what we do and like the products and more about like the association that we have as well.
Hmm.
Yeah, so you said you're going to Notion or you're working with them over the summer. Is that correct?
Yeah, I guess to give you a bit of context on my background, I currently study CS at UCLA. I'm going into my senior year, and I've had several. I like projected to become full time software engineer, so I've had several internships as a software engineer, and my upcoming one this summer is in New York at the company Notion. So
Mm,
that's like kind of my technical background.
wow, software engineer. So what made you decide to choose computer science as your major?
Yeah, I think. like I was always pretty good at math. I think I had a pretty strong math and logic background, especially in high school. And I really enjoyed the logic of math, that like the problem solving kind of aspects and critical thinking. Um, but I feel like with math, there's really only a couple different ways you can go about it. Like you can go into research, you can go into academia,
Right.
but I wasn't really interested in either of those paths. Um, so I took my first CS class, I think my senior year of high school, and I really enjoyed it. I think it was a good blend of the logic and problem solving of math, but also the more creative outlet. I feel like with CS you can build like basically anything nowadays.
Hmm.
So I really like the creative aspect of it too. And then I just ended up majoring and studying it in college.
Oh, so it's everything with foundation in high school.
Yeah, I just knew I always wanted to do something like play to my strengths, I guess. And I feel like because like math and CS go hand in hand, then it kind of just was like natural.
Okay. So that's pretty interesting because for me, I had like a lot of CS friends or computer science friends. My
Hmm.
my background is mechanical engineering, so I graduated
I
back
see.
in 2021, a couple years ago now.
Hmm.
And back then I was in Nebraska, so that's where like my family resides in. So they have their own like work that they do over there. And then a couple years ago, around 2023, that's when I came to California.
I
Yeah,
see.
I was working engineering too, mechanical engineering or a project engineer. Like what we do is
Hmm.
manufacturing seats. But that's very cool that you're able to get like a full time job right out of college.
Oh,
Pretty
hopefully. I
soon,
mean, it's not
internship.
secure yet. I had a full-time offer um, from my last internship, but I did turn it down for Notion. So I'm basically just like betting on myself to get another full-time offer.
Oh, what made you decide to turn it down? Like, is it because Notion was better in terms of the internship rather than your previous full time that they
Yeah,
offered?
I mean, there were a lot of things. I think a big one is Notion. Obviously, is like very nice company. It's still private, which I really like. It's very small, even though it has like a very
Right.
large scale. But another big thing was that if I did take that full-time offer, I would have to graduate early. And it kind of just sped up my timeline. And I feel like I do realize that college is a very valuable time in my life, and I won't really get this time back. Whereas like a job, I can always recruit for like another full-time job. And I was like,
Mm.
I think I'm somewhat like pretty confident in my skills to, even if Notion I don't get a return offer, I know for sure I can recruit for full time and like it should be okay. So I kind of just like took the gamble.
Oh, okay. So you took like you're confident in yourself, I would say, in
Yeah,
terms of
I
your
think like
skills.
work wise, I know like I mean I'm not necessarily confident I will for sure 100% get a return offer from Notion, but I know like if that doesn't work out, I have like other paths to like fall back on, I
Okay,
guess.
that's awesome. So you mentioned like Notion is in NYU, is that correct? If I remember
Uh,
correctly.
yeah, or yeah, New York City, yeah.
Do you plan to like move there once you're done with like if you get the offer, or what's your plan on that? Is it remote? Just kind of like get an understanding.
Um, it's it's not remote. It's like hybrid, but they have offices in New York and SF, so it's kind of just um where I want to live long term. I'm not
Mm,
sure yet.
okay. So if you had to like think about like living, would you choose like more of the New York side or San Francisco?
Mm, I'm still not too sure yet. I did intern in SF last summer,
Mm.
so I did really enjoy the city, but I've never lived in New York yet. So I think after this summer, I'll make up my mind of where I want to reside full time.
Oh, okay. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, because during the summer times, I remember a lot of my family, like my grandparents, they're in New York
Hmm.
or Manhattan, and that the area over there, it's like a lot of public transportation. You have to walk
Yeah,
around. Everybody's like very busy and striving.
yeah.
But yeah, that's really cool. That's really cool. Yeah, so kind of like passing along all this about like the business opportunity that I mentioned to you about. So what I'm
Hmm.
gonna go over is like more in depth about, hey, what is it? What do we do? what kind of products we have, and we do
Mhm.
have like a selection process where we have our candidates go through to see we want to partner with the people that we want to work with, people who are open-minded, coachable, someone who are appreciative, smart in terms of like making decisions, right? We don't want to just have them based off like emotions, how they feel, but we want to let them know about like the facts in terms of
Yeah.
what it is. And another thing is like hungry to learn, right? So those are we have a selection process that we go through. But as we go on, I want to share with you a little bit about um, this slide. Okay, I'm gonna share with you what I made. Okay,
Okay.
let me know if you can see the slides. Okay,
Okay.
all right. Are you able to see it?
Yes.
Okay, let me just move this one on the top. Okay, so just I'm just gonna go through all this. I'm not gonna go through any of this. Okay, have you ever seen this before, Emily?
No.
Okay, so this is a cash flow quadrant.
Hmm.
So this is from Robert Kiyosaki, his book. Have you heard of Rich Dad Poor Dad?
I think so, but I did not read it. I think I've
Okay,
heard it mentioned like in conversation or passing.
yeah. So Rich Dad Poor Dad, or Robert Kiyosaki, who he is, he's a billionaire in the oil industry and real estate.
Hmm.
So he wrote a couple books. One of the book is Rich Dad Poor Dad, and another
Hmm.
book is Cash Flow Quadrant. And in this book, Cash Flow Quadrant, he mentions about how people make there's four quadrants of how people make money, correct?
Hmm.
Um, and currently, because you said you go to school at UCLA, some of our business partners they also go school. There's like some people studying psychology there, lawyer over
Hmm.
there as well. And then now we have you seeing you as a computer science, so that's cool. But
Hmm.
do you currently work at all, or just school full time?
Um, I might start freelance tutoring on the side, but I mean, my internship is like a full-time income, but it's like short duration, obviously, just for the summer. Um, so I guess like as of right now, nothing currently.
Okay, yeah, that's okay. So kind of like once you work or you're part time freelance for your tutoring, what
Hmm.
we do is we trade time for money. For example, for me, what I do, I work for the government, so for the state of California. So
Hmm.
from let's say 8 to 5, that's when I work. So basically, what I do is I trade time for money.
Right.
So that's one of the quadrant that a lot of people get stuck in. What we do is trade time for money, and then people who are self-employed.
Hmm.
Do you know anybody that has like their own small business, Emily?
Yeah, some of my friends.
Well, what do they do? Some of your friends.
Um, like s- some people, I think it's like they resell items. I know that's like one of them, a side thing they do, or they're actually just trying to do their own startup, like more tech related things. I feel like those two are the main ones that I know, like my friends do.
Okay. Yeah. Some of my friends they do the same. Some like they do couches. Some they put
Hmm.
stuff in Facebook Market. They buy stuff and then they resell. Or like my parents, they actually have their own restaurant. So what they do is they have their own small business. So what
Hmm.
it is for example, when they go into the restaurant, they're always the first one to go in there, open all the lights, check everything's right, and then
Hmm.
once everything's done, at the end of the night, they close everything, check everything, the gas, electric, all everything's taken care of. Then they go home. So basically, what they're
Right.
doing is they trade a little bit extra time for a little bit more money. So that's what my parents do. So that's why there's employee and self-employed quadrant, and then
Mhm.
there's a business owner quadrant. When you think of business owner, what do you imagine? Like how would they make
Um,
money?
Wait, sorry. Could you say that last part again?
So if you imagine a business owner in that quadrant, how would you imagine how they make money compared to employee or self-employed?
Well, I think because they own businesses, they're not necessarily they're not IC, right? They're not an individual contributor anymore. They're not doing more of like the low level work. Instead, they're making probably a lot higher up decisions, maybe where the business direction they want to take it, or buying more businesses. Like kind of like that is their work at that level.
Mm. I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, so that's pretty on the right track. So like for business owners, they like you mentioned, they're not independent thinkers. They want to think as a group, as a whole. They don't want to do things like all alone. For example, a lot of business owners they think like this. Would you or this question is, do you want to do 100% for 1% of the effort, or would you want to do 100 people for 1% of the effort? Which one would you choose?
Wait, sorry. Are you
And
saying 100% as in like the work, or could you repeat the
oh yeah,
question?
okay. So for example, if someone was to, I'm thinking for example. So let's
Hmm.
just say if we wanted to clean up okay, so there's an office we want to start up. So let's just say there's 100 people clean up office, right? Would you want one person to do 100% of the effort cleaning up that office, or would you want 100 people doing 1% of the effort cleaning up the office?
Well, I guess it depends on how much the labor would cost. So, like, if 100 people doing 1% cost the same as just one person
Yeah.
doing 100%, then I feel like it's a little more ethical if 100 people are doing 1% because you're not like slaving away one person. However, if 100 people is 100 times more money than one person, then I guess like from a business standpoint, you always want to save money. So I feel like that would make more sense.
Hmm. Yeah, that's a good. I would say a good perspective. How you see the pros and cons. Yeah. So in this case, it's the same cost. So that's why you would probably choose the 100 people doing 1%, right? So in
Hmm.
terms of that's like how a business owner looks for. They want to build a
Hmm.
system where they have a big network where they can
Hmm.
leverage people to help them, right? So in terms of business, so they create a foundation. Same thing as we build out the house little by little. We build up that foundation, the bricks, the cement, like all the wood, all the building, the foundation. So however high it builds, it doesn't just collapse. So business owners, they want to make sure everything in the beginning is right. Because if you go fast in the beginning, if you build high, it's going to collapse down, correct?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, and in terms of why is the system, is because Robert Kiyosaki mentions that we want to duplicate our time, right? A lot of people, we only have 24 hours in our day, but we can't just do everything alone. If we do everything alone, then what else is there to do? So that's why he mentions we leverage time and money at the same time by using our network, building a system. Um, yeah, so that's why that's the business owner quadrant, and the investor is people who have money, and you put in that money to invest more money.
Right.
So after since you're doing the part-time tutoring, you're freelance. Currently, what quadrant are you at?
Uh, yeah, I think just employee or it's like self-employed employee. I guess it depends how you look at freelance work.
Hmm. So what you do is you basically trade time. Like both of them, self-employed, employed, you trade time for money. And in
Hmm.
terms of freelancing, is self-employed, they actually create job of their own where they give it
I
to
see.
other people and themselves. So in this case, it's someone else is providing that job, right? When you tutor other people, so it would be
Hmm.
considered as an employee. So you basically trade time. So once they're done, like they don't need any tutoring, then you help possibly another individual or groups of people, right? So in terms of if you're an employee, where do you want to go in terms of these quadrants?
Um, well, it just really depends. Like, I feel like I'm really young right now, so there's a lot of different things I'll probably do in my life.
Right.
It's hard to say like exactly what path I want to go on. I think starting out, I guess as an employee is kind of what I'm on right now, just because it's like a decent amount of money and I like the job and I like the perks. And it gives me freedom to live my life how I want to live because I really like traveling. But that's not to say that in the future I might not turn to maybe like the business owner side or investor side of things. I think obviously once I make more money, I'll like save more money and then I have more money to either open up something or own something or like obviously I'll start investing too. So I can't like say specifically. It's kind of like I mean like right now I'm on employee path, but I think there's so many different things that you can do in life, and I'm like very young. That
Yeah.
it's I wouldn't like put myself in a box.
Right. Okay. That's fair enough. But in the future, you do want, and in the future, you want to jump into one of these quadrants because you said you're young right now. You want to start off as an employee, and that's actually where a lot of people start off with is an employee, and that's nothing wrong with it. That's what Robert Kiyosaki mentions. Like everybody starts off as an employee as when they're young. Even like me, I'm currently working as an employee too. So there's nothing wrong with that. We don't put down jobs or anything. And then you said in the future, right? Once you get older, have more experiences, you do want to be in could be in part of like a business owner or investor quadrant, right? So a lot of people when they have like a lot of money, like that's when they invest, like just a large sum, like 100,000, 500,000. So when they invest a little bit, they don't. If they invest money, they don't feel like they're losing anything. So that's why when you have a lot of money, that's when you call yourself like a true investor. Like Bitcoin, like day trading, those are small investment. So like that's why usually mainly people start from the B quadrant. They want to be a business owner first. Then when they have money, they become an investor. Um, but yeah, Robert Kiyosaki, he mentions like people go from the E quadrant to the self-employed. So they have to have a working from someone to actually wanting to create income for other people, yourself, more income. So that's what people go there. And then once they know that they don't want to spend time doing everything themselves, they become a business owner, having their own system. Then when they have their money, they become an investor. So that's like kind of like the flow of a quadrant that he mentions about. Um, yeah, and another question is, why do you think 95% of the population is on the left-hand side?
Um, I think first of all, it's just like for being a business owner or investor, you typically need to start out with some sort of money, like a decent amount. So I think for the average person in the working class, like they don't have that amount of money to even try to pursue those things in the first place, which is why they start out, I guess, on the left hand side. And I can't speak too much for self employed, but at least for the employee quadrant, people tend to gravitate towards jobs that are more stable and less risky and safer. They know it's going to get them X amount of money every year if they just do the work. And I think because of that, it's a very like low risk um, option. And a lot of people are risk averse. Also, like if they have other things in their life, like if they have a family or something, it's harder for them to
Right.
take risks in terms of like financial stuff.
Mm. Yeah, that's exactly right. A lot of people in the left side, they value security or safety in terms of they want something, a paycheck every week, every 2 weeks, bi-weekly or monthly, however we get paid. Um, and after that, when they become, let's just say, their own business or having like their own side hustle, they have to pay themselves or they have to think of a little bit more what to do, right? For example, let's just say a lot of people, they always earn the same income every year. Like, let's just say if it was a good salary, like $100,000, right? They have to still spend that time to earn that money. And let's just say if gas prices go up, a lot of things go up, does our income go up with the economy shift? Probably once a year, probably 3%. So, or it just depends, right? So
Yeah.
that's an
Yeah.
employee, and then in terms like gases, we can't control that. So a lot of people these days, because it's the 21st century, they want to shift. They want to not shift, but they want to have a plan B for themselves. Let's just say how AI is coming. We don't know if there's going to be any layoffs, any other things going to come like COVID-19, right? So it's just a lot of things that we have to think about. We can be an employee. That's how everybody starts off with. But for me, I want a plan B for my future, like for my future kids, when I travel. Because for me, I love traveling too. So that's one of the spots that I want to be. I don't want to like think about like money a lot of the time. So that's one of the reasons why I want to build my business in order to have that, in order to help my future family travel. Don't want to wake up with the ring of alarm clock, 8 to 5. I always wake up like around like 6:30. That's what time I wake up. I want to like wake up when uh, I want to wake up, because the lifestyle I see is yeah. I'm gonna stop sharing. The lifestyle I see is from one of my mentors. They're Wesley and Leah. So Wesley and Leah. So Wesley has a background in mechanical engineering. He lives in LA area, El Monte, and that's where his
Mm-hmm.
like family is at. And he started the business when he was like 23 years old. And Leah, so she lives in Canada, so all the way in Canada. She started when she was like college student, similar to you, and now after 10 years in the business, or now it's about 10 years, but around like their 6 or 7 year, when they're pretty young, they're able to walk away from their job, and now they have a kid, a son with them. Uh, like they can wake up whenever they want. They travel to their team. They help out. So that's a lifestyle I want. And when I see that, I was like, wow, how is it that what they do can give them the lifestyle of not having a job, waking up when they want, doing the things that they want, eat the food, travel where they want, and then give back, buy your life back for your parents, right? Because their parents, they're blue collar workers, where they work in a manufacturing. So because of them, they don't have to work anymore, right? So that's some of the lifestyle that my mentors have, and that's something that I really appreciate. So besides that, so I want to like mention like this is not a job opportunity, but like a business opportunity. In terms of business, do you feel like this is gonna help you in the future to reach to your goals or what you want, Emily?
I think I would just like to know a little bit more,
Hmm.
like, just like, well, first of all, what exactly does the business do,
Hmm.
and what stage is it at? I guess those first two would be my first two questions.
So, okay. Can you remind me the question? Like, what is?
What? I'm well. First of all, are you starting a business? You didn't clarify that.
Hmm.
Okay, so what does your business do? Like, what is the business, and then what stage is the business slash company at?
Okay, I'm just writing it down. So I Okay, I see. All right, I'll share with you more. Yeah, so how the business is, it
Hmm.
is they started in 1959.
Okay.
So you can see from 1959 to 2026, it's been here a little bit more than almost close to 70 years, right? And in terms of stage, they already developed, so that's why it's a longevity, right? If it's like just a couple years, then hey, it'll be like, are you still in the startup phase or anything? But they,
Right.
what we
Yeah.
do, I'm gonna share with you. It's gonna make more sense. Let me go back to the slides with you to share with you like a visual. This is gonna make sense to you. So basically, have you ever seen this before, Emily?
No.
Okay, so I'll share with you kind of like what the basic model is, so you get a little bit understanding. So this is us right now. You, when we go to our job, we trade time and we get money, correct? So it's a loop, and then once we get there, we go shopping, either Target, Costco, Sephora. Where do you shop for like your food?
Yeah. I mean, you can say Costco. Yeah.
Okay, we go to Costco, right? Then when we get our money from our paycheck, we put it at the store. Then we get the products, and after when our product's done, then it's done. So this is basically what we do as a loop. We just give back our time, we get money, and we give it back to employer our store. So we basically build up the employer asset and the store asset. So the model that we're doing, right, is called the information age model. Basically, we put in our time, build up a network. They always say your network is your net worth. And when you know more people, you're able to leverage people in your network. Hey, it's like, hey, do you know a place where a job opening is? If there is, then someone can help you with that. Or hey, do you know someone has this exclusive product? Hey, I have it. I know someone who has it. Then that's how you're able to save time, right? And then when we have the money from our network, what we do is we have our own shop. Like for example, yourstore.com, we shop there and we get the product. So we get some money back, some of our money back from shopping at our own store. And for example, there's also customers. You're not just going to be your own shopper. You're going to have customers going to your online store, shop, and you're going to earn money from there. So that's why when you look at the information age model, you're actually building up your own assets. So this is what like people do back in the traditional age business, like manufacturing. They manufacture, like for example, let's just say some shoe or water bottle or shoes. They manufacturing it, then they have to market, right? And they go through advertisement, and they go, hey, they put it in the mall, Costco, wherever to distribute it out. Then it goes to the consumers. So that's the traditional age business. So the business I do is e-commerce. So we partner with a manufacturing company, and basically we have our own online store platform, and people can shop from there. So the online store platform, it's already created. We can
Hmm.
customize it however they want, however the business owners want, or you can build it up however you would like it. If you're like simple-minded, you could just go with how the company has it, or if you want to create some, you can create it. But the platform is there already. So that's the difference between e-commerce and traditional business. Basically, we don't have marketing, advertisement, and like a distributor. We're also a private company. I remember you mentioned that you like private companies. So private companies, they don't have shares in the public, so which means they don't get influenced by the investors. Because public, they're influenced by investor. If investor says no, yes, they have to think about like who they, what their opinions are. But because it's a private company, we're able to hey make our own decisions. So that's what a little bit of the business model is, and then basically what we are is we're a middleman. So we partner with a supplier and we connect them with consumers through our online platform. Are you catching along, Emily? Let me know if you're having any questions.
Yeah, I feel like maybe I'm misunderstanding, but like I feel like what's like the genuine like first of all, like what's the company called? Like what's the job? Because I feel like you're just kind of giving like a really broad explanation, which I appreciate, but
Right.
like I kind of just want the concrete
Oh, okay.
details to
Yeah,
establish trust, if that makes
I
sense.
got you. So right here, this is the products that we partner with. Yeah, that's why we're coming on. So have you heard of Nutrilite?
No.
Okay, so these are the exclusive products we partner with, which is health and nutrition. So we
Okay.
have vitamins, energy, sport nutrition, body key. So this is like for people who work out, they want to be healthier.
Hmm.
So they have a lot of products that we partner. So these are one of the uh, company that we partner with, Nutrilite, Excess Energy, and these are also our beauty products. So we also partner with Artistry. So these are the skincare products. So if you look here, and there's like toothpaste, for example, there's hair care products. So it doesn't matter if you're a guy or a girl. It just depends on what products you have, or what products you like, and if you want to share. For me, I always love, like, even for men, like skincare, right? So I like to have my own skincare in terms of protein. I love the protein and energy drink. So that's one of my favorites. Yeah, and here, let me see. But these are some of the products I have. Do you have any other question? Yeah, I should have went to this slide first for you to see, but I just wanted
It's
to.
okay.
Uh,
So, okay, I understand there's like a lot of flashy products. That's cool.
right.
But again, like, is the, what do you guys do? And like, yeah, what do you guys do with these? Do you guys provide marketing for them? Like, is that the business?
Yes, we do
Okay.
marketing. We do word of mouth. Um,
Okay.
we partner with these products that you see here, and
Okay.
we share with the consumers. And when they purchase something, that's when we earn commission. So it's a
Right.
commercial-based income,
Okay.
depending on how much you move. And one more thing, here I'm going to show you like kind of like the model of it. Or this is like just some skincare testimony. I'm not going to go into depth in this, but these are some of the ways how we make money. Uh, skincare vendors. We What we did is San Diego. We had like a vending booth where we do. That's one way. We do Omron machines for weight scale. Um, we do bundling, right? So those are some of the ways how we generate income revenue. But this is like kind of what we do. So we do one portion is marketing, where you see the product, and the other
Mhm.
portion is the franchise, where we're able to duplicate ourselves out. So this is the duplicate part, the franchise model. I'm going to share with you about, like more in detail, in terms like numbers and a general overview of the model. So this is the McDonald's franchise. Have you ever seen this before, Emily?
No.
Okay, so in terms of McDonald's, there's a lot of McDonald's out there, and their franchisor is the main McDonald's where they started everything. So what they do is they partner with Cisco, right, where they receive all the products for manufacturing, ketchup, mayonnaise, bread, and all those stuff. And Hamburger University, in this case, is a organization where they educate business owners who want to create their own McDonald's. So they have to go to Chicago in order to go to the university and learn about, hey, how the process is. Then they're able to, hey, this is how everything starts. And after when they learn, the franchisor, these are the franchisees. So after when they know how to do it, they create more McDonald's in terms of someone who wants to create their own McDonald's branch. And right here, you can see there's 6 of them, correct? So, for example, once the McDonald's is established, 6% of royalty bonus is given to the big franchisor, McDonald's. So in this case, the McDonald's earn 94% of the income. And then there's 6 of them, right? So basically, if we look at it, if in our life, if we're in the E and S quadrant, we're working 60 hours per week. Usually it's around, if you work overtime, it's $60 a week. And then 50 weeks in a year, 2 weeks vacation, 52 years, but 50 weeks when you work. So basically, in our lifetime, we work 3,000 hours. And if you times that, in our whole life, we work about 150,000, right? And if we look in people working in the B quadrant, there's a lot of McDonald's out there, so we use 35,000 as an example. And there's usually 24 hours in a day, but there's sometimes the store has to like, hey, rest up or anything, so they set it as 20 hours. So basically, the big franchisor, McDonald's, earn their income based off 700,000 hours per day. So basically, how a franchise McDonald's is, they save time by duplicating themselves through the chains of franchisees. So basically, our model is similar to this one. We are, so if the franchisor is us, we have an education system where it teaches us, hey, our mentorship system, where it teaches us, hey, how is it that we're able to generate the sales? How is it we talk with customers? How is it we're able to build up our business in terms of franchising? So that's what my mentors, Wesley and Leah, does for me. And then we partner with a company, which is like Neutralite, Artistry, Excess. Those are the companies that we partner with. They provide us the exclusive products, and that's how we able to share, right? And once we're able to chat, because basically every month we use anyway money. How much do you use in a monthly basis for your everyday goods, Emily? Usually?
Um, Wait, I think this meeting went on longer than I thought. I low-key have to go at 45.
Oh, okay.
But I just want to say a couple of things. I mean, starting right off the bat, like if you guys do want to recruit new members and stuff, I feel like the way to do it could be modified a little bit. This is more just constructive criticism.
Go ahead.
For
I'm
example, you mentioned like, oh, let's talk and establish trust in the beginning of the call.
Right.
But yet when I was asking questions, like it was like really hard to get direct answers. And I feel like that kind of just like breaks the trust, because it's like I literally had no idea, like you're a complete stranger, and I was just trying to get some grasp on the context. Yeah, I'm getting a lecture on business models, and I feel like that kind of just conflicts with that. Just a piece of criticism, you don't have to take it.
Yeah.
And I think like it's some sort of pyramid scheme model, which is fine. I'm not judging, but at the end of the day, like I'm not interested. And also like yeah, I'm just not interested. Like, I don't know, maybe I misunderstood this, but I feel like what really rubbed me the wrong way is when we just wasted 45 minutes, which, since you're a business guy, you know time is money.
Right.
I just wasted 45 minutes getting lectured on business models, and I'm a CS major, and I just feel like it's kind of disrespectful. Like, I feel like if a potential partner is asking questions, but they're just getting like infographics and like lectures, I feel like it's not really working. Just my 2 cents, but I feel like, yeah, I'm just not really interested. But I definitely wish you well, and like I hope that you make a ton of money and go into the quadrant you want to go to.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I appreciate your feedback. I actually appreciate that. Not a lot of people would like tell you right away the feedback. I appreciate that. That's something that I'll adjust, and yeah, for next time, for the next meetings that I go to. I do
Yeah.
appreciate that a lot.
Okay. Well, sounds good. I hope you have
Okay.
a good day.
All right, you too. Okay. All right, take care, Emily.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.